this absolute nightmare, which was installing a new faucet in the kitchen. How did we manage, Scott?
I don't know.
Welcome back to the 21st century where we finally have running water in the kitchen.
Yeah, we had to take the dishes downstairs to wash them.
It was really bad. So yeah, I'll say it again. Be very aware if you're going to buy an IKEA faucet, it's not going to be that easy. Anyway, so I have a new faucet. Last night at exactly 23:33, I was able to reconnect the whole thing. The faucet is working, but now the kitchen is a mess. I have tools everywhere. So let's recap before I show you what the faucet looks like. Of course, I painted the wall in the back. Well, you'll see that in a second. What was the issue? Issue number one. We could not remove the original faucet. It was so corroded at the bottom, and that faucet had been in there for, Scott says I changed it at some point. I don't remember changing it. He said look at your videos, it must have happened before 2013. I don't know, I don't remember changing it, but anyway, it was so corroded we could not undo the faucet. Three of us, okay, and the two of them are really strong. We just could not unscrew the whole thing. It would not bulge. We banged, we oiled, we bought specific tools. It was just, anyway, we managed to unscrew it enough that we could move it up, and you saw that in the video, in the previous video. We ended up sawing it off. Okay, so that was problem number one. Problem number two, once we put the faucet from IKEA in there, we realized that the tubes from IKEA are too short and they're also not the right size. Okay, so that brought us into the second day. Second day, we had to buy the tubing and the nipples to do the whole connection. We finally connect the whole thing and we turn it on thinking, aha, that's it, 2-day ordeal, we're done. Well, no, the faucet was defective. Yes, IKEA, your faucet was defective, and the tubing inside the pressure, whatever you call it, inside the pressure fitted part of the faucet, there was a leak in there. The leak didn't come from any of the connections I put together. It came in from the faucet itself. So we're now into day 3. Scott had to go back to IKEA. I have to be honest, they were very kind because we didn't have the receipt. It got shuffled somewhere, and they were like, yeah, no problem, exchange it. So we exchanged it, and that was yesterday. And then yesterday night, Tubby and I went out in the community to look for stuff for the marketplace and the Esty shop, curb find, and we were out there for a while because we found a lot of stuff. It was crazy, the stuff people throw out, but anyway, we found a lot of stuff. So we didn't get home until 10:30. Had dinner and then finally connected this thing, and now I have a faucet in the kitchen. So it was really upsetting. But it's done. But now the kitchen is disgusting. I gotta clean the whole thing, so I'm gonna do that. Reorganize it underneath the sink and move on. So do you want to see the faucet? Let me show it to you. So of course, as a result of having to saw off the whole thing and trying to get rid of the original faucet, I got my whole wall damaged over here. I'm gonna have to patch it and repaint, sand, whatever, more work. But here is the IKEA faucet that we purchased, and I'm gonna show it to you in action. You're hearing the kids coming back with the dog. Okay, here we go. So what I like about it is that it's got this extension here. That looks pretty good. And then this is the closed position, and then the hot is over there. So if you want like in between, you leave it like this and you just open this way. So that's that. You wash hands. Okay, thanks for walking the dog. That's cold water.
I know.
Okay, you know how to get the hot?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
That's a lot of power.
Well, because it's a good faucet. It was a pain to install, but it's a good faucet.
Because the first one didn't work.
Huh?
Because the first one didn't work.
Yep. So here's my kitchen. Okay, we hear you. I gotta clean all of this, guys. I gotta reorganize this stuff. I wanna see whether I have a leak in there or not, and it doesn't look it. I'm looking. I don't see any water at the bottom. No, it's all dry. Yeah, this is all dry. Okay, no leak. We're good. So, keep those back in here. I have these. I wish they would fit in there, but they don't. I don't need that. So this is the stuff I use the most often. Might as well consolidate those two here. And let me see. Okay, and the bag of bags can go here. Hopefully the stuff stays in the bag. Alright, this is done. So it took 3 days, but yeah, here we go. That's done. I switched to those baskets. I found them. They were part of a bigger system, but I just took the baskets. I kind of like them because you see less product. They are bulky and big, and then this one I can put way more rags and stuff than the other one. And then underneath, this is all done. So hopefully you won't see me do the under the sink for a while because I don't plan on going down there. So the faucet itself is good. I like it. It's got this swivel here. This goes down quite a bit, and the weight on it is really good. It does go back in place, but you can also, you know, readjust it if you want. This lever here is good. The only thing is that my water downstairs, I didn't switch it to summer. I should, right? So it's really hot. So you really have to, the mixer is good, but you have to know exactly where to position it, which is going to take a while. You know, I mean, you got to relearn basically. But that's what the new faucet looks like. So you guys tell me, do you like it? Was it worth all the headache? I don't know. I'm not convinced. IKEA, I'm not happy with you. I gotta be honest. I'm not happy with you. I was considering, hey, you know what? If this is good, maybe we can go ahead eventually down the road and redo the kitchen, but with IKEA stuff. But I don't know, man. I gotta be honest. Like, I don't understand. If you're gonna sell your product, yeah, it's still a mess in the back. If you're gonna sell your product to the US, why don't you give us US plugs, US tubes, you know? I mean, I had to change those, which is okay, it's not a big deal. It would be nice if you would tell us that when we purchase them, and maybe sell a little kit to go along with it. I'm sure that people would purchase the kit. And also like 8 inches worth of tubing, like where are we going with that? Okay, so I'm pretty sure that anybody who's going to buy an IKEA faucet is going to have the same problem than we did, in that you're gonna have to buy extra tubing and buy adjustment nipples and bolts and whatnot, you know, just to get the transition from their faucet, which obviously is European, to the American one. So it's not standard is what I'm trying to tell you, and I don't think it's very cool of IKEA to do that, because I really don't, you know, I'm like an average person, and so it's my husband. It's not a bad thing to say that, but the average Joe out there is not necessarily somebody who knows anything about plumbing, and they're gonna assume that they're just gonna buy a faucet at IKEA, put it in there, and that's it, they're done. Well, it took us 3 days, okay, and we're pretty handy around. You guys know that, so I can only imagine the frustration for somebody who doesn't know a lot about plumbing or handyman work to begin with. So I'm a little disappointed with that, with regards to the standard, you know, how they translate their product to the US. The faucet itself is nice, it feels nice, except that the first one we got was defective, so I don't know if that's a fluke, it just happened to us, or if that's something that happened quite a lot. I wish that they would look into that, because there's nothing more frustrating than spending endless hours trying to remove a faucet, finally get your new faucet in, only to realize that the faucet is defective. That's pretty crummy, IKEA, I gotta be honest. So anyway, this was my adventures in plumbing nightmare, part 2 or 3. I don't know how many parts I did out of this. I hope you enjoyed it and pulled your hair alongside of me. Nah, I don't wish you did that, but I hope I translated the frustration well, and that would be it. I have to edit this video now because it's Wednesday and I'm behind videos, so I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.